Hey, welcome back to the Kingsway Podcast.
Welcome.
Ryan, we're back at it.
Yep.
We did a little bit of a backlog because we had camp, crazy. You've been sick.
Yep.
Life is...
I'm about to be more sick. So I was just telling Trevor I have an allergist appointment. I've had terrible allergies for a long time. I have an allergist appointment in a week. And a week before your appointment, you need to take no allergy medications.
That sounds awful.
So here we go. We have, I think, if I can remember all of them, 3 quick announcements. Announcement number 1. Trevor shaved his face. If you're just listening, you can listen to this episode, but make sure you go back to the video part just to see.
It'll grow back fast.
Doesn't his voice sound different when he... I'm kidding. So kidding.
I look 10 years younger. It's how much chubbier can you get when you...
Honestly, I feel like... I hope this doesn't sound like an insult. I feel like you look 10 years older
when I shave.
The beard is like such a smoothing effect.
Yep, it's like it protects all the lines and wrinkles.
Yeah. Cushioning.
You're not lying.
Anyway, just my personal opinion that I'm sharing with everyone everywhere.
All my kids and all my wife are included.
Yep. Did you just do it because you accidentally shaved too short?
No, I got mad. I was eating something and I caught the corner of my beard in my mouth and like chewed on a couple of hairs, and I was mad that it was long.
That makes sense.
And I just went and went in and shaved it. Mm-hmm. And every now and then it's kind of like starting over because you trim it enough and then there's like the little ones are longer and like
I like that though, where it's like the length it'll grow out to from nothing is great, but getting to that same length after like months, all the slower hairs fill in.
Yep. Mine grows back so fast. I'll probably have a beard by Sunday if I'm lying. So, I mean, it won't be full, but it'll be.
Okay, announcement number 2. We're a couple weeks / almost a month late on this, but it's just taken a while to get through it. We have not forgotten about the Kingsway Podcast Book Club.
No.
I threw out an entire fiction trilogy to read over the summer. I'm in the middle of the 3rd book, so I want to wait one more week. And so that episode's going to come out next week, hopefully.
You're doing such a good job.
And you're doing a job.
I'm doing
We'll talk about it next time. Last thing. If you haven't seen, I am starting a small coffee roastery.
Yep.
Just kind of like a side hustle. I'm not quitting the church or anything like that. I'm just doing another business. So I'll link that below.
It's really good coffee.
It is, and I'm really proud of it.
My friend Chris, shout out Chris in Minnesota, ordered me some for my birthday, and I've been drinking that every morning at my house. Now it's probably out of a crappy coffee maker, so it's not as good as this, but it's good. It's better than what we had.
Yeah.
By a lot.
If you're interested, check it out.
Made with love.
What I'd ask at a minimum, even if you're not a coffee person, just go to that Facebook business page and like it and follow it or whatever. I don't know how all that works, but just do that stuff.
Go find your face.
Yeah. You don't have to buy anything. Just do that.
That's awesome.
Anyway, that's all my 3 things.
Your 3 things? That's it? Okay. Well, we're going to do another, as you can tell by the title, we're going to do another Hot Takes episode. And this one's going to be a little less traditional because most of the time both of us would be bringing lists. But I'm actually just going to bring up these hot topics, or hot takes, I should say. Mm-hmm. They're going to be a little silly. They're going to be a little fun, but there also are a couple that are like, ooh. So I think like that. If you don't know what a hot take is, you're about to find out.
A hot take is like a hot dog's a sandwich.
Yes. So
hard and fast lines.
Let's just start with a fun one, Ryan. We'll just piggyback off your link.
I'm ready to share all the correct opinions.
Church coffee can be a stumbling block if it's bad enough.
Yeah, 100%.
100%.
That's why you should come to our church because we have great coffee. Legitimately, when I was interviewing here, this shouldn't have been a consideration. But when I was interviewing here, I saw they had an espresso machine, and then I smelled their coffee beans, and I was like, "Yep,
we can make it."
I smell a strong calling from the Lord in this direction. That's not the only reason, but yeah, I agree to an extent, but for me, it's more like what should you be able to do?
Yeah.
If it's a 20-person church that's mostly old people and whatever, I'm not saying that in any derogatory way. I'm saying that in a cultural way. A lot of those people probably grew up with Folgers Maxwell House, and that's what they make in their little coffee maker at the church.
Yeah.
Great. If it's 1,000-person church in a giant new building and you're serving Folgers, I'm going to have some questions.
Oh.
Where's this money going? No, I'm just kidding. I'm so kidding.
When we went to a conference called Right Now, they were selling coffee that was like fantastic. But I remember very vividly, like you explaining to me, this is before the coffee episode, that you're like, I was like, why does this one taste burnt? And because I thought it was a light roast. And you were like, it's more about how hot the hot water is probably than the roast. And I was like, what do you mean? You're like, well, if they used really, really hot water when they made this coffee, it can burn.
Yeah. So like
make it taste different.
This isn't the coffee episode, but this is the coffee question. So basically, when people experience a taste in coffee, usually like black coffee or something like that they don't like, they say it's bitter. But that isn't always the case. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's the case with like Folgers, whatever, from the grocery store, and you do that. Yeah. But you can get different kinds of negative taste reactions out of coffee. There's just bitter. Like this tastes charcoaly, ashy.
Yep.
And I don't like that flavor. That's because they've roasted it a long time. It's like getting a well-done steak. It's dark crust and then gray all through the middle. But then you can have coffee that's sour and acidic. And your brain, if you haven't tasted a lot of those kind of coffees, might still be like, yeah, bitter. But it's not. It's more like a fruit, like a Sour Patch Kid kind of whatever.
Yeah.
It's just way tart and strong and sour. But then the third thing is over-extracted and astringent, which is where like it just takes all the moisture off your tongue the moment it touches.
I've had that before.
All three of those could be what was happening there. But if it's and then the other thing is light roast means nothing.
Yeah.
Other than within that individual roaster, that is the lighter side of what they roast. But it doesn't mean anything roaster to roaster, shop to shop. So it could be a pretty medium dark roast compared to what I would judge off my own opinion.
Yeah.
But then they just did super hot water and over-extracted it.
It's exactly what happened in the lobby of that conference.
Yep.
And we just reenacted that really well, actually. I just learned.
Yep.
Here's a fun one. And I think I know where you'll land on this. Music just sounds better on vinyl.
I don't agree.
I
would agree with a caveat.
Mm-hmm. I do too. I have a caveat. So like, these are hot takes that I'm reading. So it's like it's not necessarily my opinion. It's more of like, do you agree? Do you disagree?
Yeah.
Because my caveat is it depends on the speaker system. It depends on because a lot of times I've heard vinyl.
That's true.
Because it's like they bought some $200 thing off Amazon and they just put it and they didn't hook it up to anything that actually pumps or uses what even the vinyl would sound like.
Yeah. So vinyl as a audio format just sounds warmer, but also it usually, maybe it's the speaker setup and all that's kind of contingent on it, but it sounds warmer and it sounds cleaner.
And crisp. That's
crisp. But it's like, so every time I've listened to a record that I know really well or songs I know really well on vinyl, I hear instruments that I never heard before. So that's what I mean by clear. It's like you can easily separate the instruments more easily than with your Beats headphones and Spotify.
Actual on the vinyl. Okay, I'm wondering.
I have no idea. I know you can get the crispest you can get is certain like digital file formats. Yeah. But when you stream Spotify and maybe Apple Music, you'll lose some of. They'll compress it down really hard. Mm-hmm. When you listen to radio, it's kind of different. So all these different ways you play it. But if like the audio engineer sent you a file and you play that over like world-class speakers, that's the most crisp and clear you can get. But that doesn't mean it sounds good.
That's what I was getting. I'm getting hung up on the sounds because I loved like when we went over to your guys' house and Sharon made us the best chicken Alfredo bow tie, and it's so good.
Yeah.
And then she put on Magic by Ben Rector, the vinyl. I remember that because I remember thinking the nostalgia of it,
Yeah.
the way it makes it like it adds. I like the idea of like it adds tone,
Yeah.
like to the room almost, rather than like the tone of like what's being sung. So it,
Yeah. I love vinyl. And I think there are a lot of songs and albums where I think it would sound better on vinyl.
Yep.
But I feel like there are certain things that wouldn't sound better on vinyl. For instance, a lot of music in the 2000s, maybe late 90s, maybe early 10s, was overly compressed.
Yeah.
And so because of that, it loses some of the high-end presence. Listen to Taylor Swift's early couple albums, especially around that time period, and then listen to the Taylor's version, other albums. And in the same song, they try to make it sound exactly the same, but the production in 2023 versus the production in 2003 is so much airier.
Yep.
And so I think those would sound great on vinyl. The ones from 2003 are already so warm because they were overcompressed and took that out, that then to play it through the warmth of vinyl would make it sound a little extra dull and
you're dead on, because she actually said that because she just got her originals.
Yeah.
And she was asked, which one would you want your fans to listen to? And she said, well, the nostalgia is going to be the old ones, right? But she's like, I prefer the new ones because they are better. Like she literally
they're
said
literally
they're
better.
So it's funny that you say it because it's exactly how she feels. All right, that's a good one. Let us know your opinions about these, like in the comments, like because I think
if they disagree with us, they're wrong.
Yeah,
but you
of course.
can still
you
put
better
them out
agree.
publicly.
How about this? The best a French fry can be has to be curly.
Disagree strongly.
Really, you're not curly? Not
I
curly
think
guy.
curly fries are great, but it's like, I don't know. It's like saying the best pizza is deep dish, and you're like, no. Sometimes.
So
like,
here's
it's like curly is a subgenre of fry.
I just think curly at its best beats straight at its best.
I disagree because I feel like curly at its best is almost never crunchy because it's got too much content. So like the straight fry, waffle fry, some
I'm not a waffle fry guy.
the Culver's crinkle cut fry. I grew up hating crinkle cut because the only time I'd ever get them is at like school lunches or at home.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, let's just bake them in the oven. It's the same. You're just heating them up, which means they're not fried. So
They're not fries.
they're not fries. They're bakes or whatever. I don't know. They're whatever they are.
Potatoes.
So the surface area is all on the outside and it's all exposed. And so it can lose the moisture and retain the crisp longer.
Yep.
The curly fry has a built-in inside ring that can't let moisture escape as efficiently. So it, no matter how crispy you get it, will get soggier quicker. I grew up on Arby's curly fries.
I was going to say Arby's are goated.
Love them.
They're so good.
They're goated because of the spice, not because of the texture necessarily.
Well, see, that's where I feel like I've had really good crispy ones, and I've had some that aren't. That's why I struggle with this, because I do feel like you're talking like the best possible crispiest version of a curly fry, and the best possible beer battered fry, and then the best McDonald's fry you've ever had in your life. Ugh.
When I think about straight fries, I think Black Sheep, which is in Springfield, Missouri.
Oh, gosh, yes.
And I think Alamo, has some similar ones.
Alamo,
those are my favorite.
See, but
I don't think curly could beat that.
I think like Freddy's. Like I love the like little crispy.
Yeah.
I just hate eating them because they're so difficult to eat.
Freddy's and Steak and Shake, I have to eat with a fork.
Yeah. I mean, you should. I don't.
I feel like Seinfeld, George Costanza with the Snickers and the fork and the knife.
The only thing I love about that, though, is I can take my burger, dip it in ketchup, and then dip the fries. And like I'll have fries on the outside of the ketchup and then take a bite. And that is like...
If you like that, just open up the top bun and
put it in there. Yeah,
or
that's why potato chips go on turkey sandwiches.
They do.
Next one. No, I'm just kidding. How about this one? Cereal is just cold soup.
Disagree.
Disagree.
Because there's already cold soup and it's nothing like cereal.
Okay.
Milk is not a good substitute for broth. That's my basis.
But a lot of broths are like very cream heavy.
Broths can have cream added, but cream is not an integral part of a broth. So like chicken noodle soup, that's a soup that's brothy. But like tomato soup, that's a vegetable.
Yeah.
You You could just blend up vegetables, but it's like close enough to a vegetable stock, or you can add vegetable stock to it, and then you add cream. But you could also not. But milk is like, in cereal, it has to be milk. It can't be anything else. It could be chocolate milk, but that's almost a subset of milk at this point for a consumer.
I mean, we have 45 types of milks. I mean, there's lots of milks. All I was going to say is, like, I grew up like kind of like I don't know if I was like a lost child in my head, but I did some things growing up that, looking back, I'm like, that was a choice that I used to make. One of them was, my dad loved this cereal called Crispix. I don't know if you've ever had Crispix. It's kind of like Chex, but like a way better version.
Okay.
And then and it's not sugary. It's kind of like Chex though. So it just like has
like rice.
Yeah,
like Rice Krispies, but just the crisp
just
rice.
the crisp rice. But they're like they hold milk inside of them, so like they're like almost like a milk gusher when you gotta eat them.
Yeah.
But I would put those in there, and then I would layer in Frosted Flakes to get sugar.
Yeah, I get that.
Dude, that's a soup. Like, so, it was so good.
Here's my contention: is dipping an Oreo in milk soup?
But this dipping grilled cheese and tomatoes make it soup. Like,
it was already a soup.
Kind of.
You name it
liquefied. It was liquefied.
It's already a soup that you're using as a condiment. My claim is that dipping cookies in milk is not a soup, and the cookie's not a soup. And cereal is closer to that than it is to soup.
I mean, they have Oreo cereal, so like, that's that.
But cold soup, they already have it. It's gazpacho, not gelato.
Yeah, it is something like that.
But the way the soup is made is you make the liquid, you don't gather the liquid. So milk, I know there are some ag people out here who would disagree with me, but as a dumb consumer, milk comes from a cow. You process it maybe, but it's like a cow product. It isn't, I blended up this stuff and that stuff to make milk, unless you're a non-dairy milk drinker for like almond or whatever. Then it's exactly that. That's a soup.
That's a soup.
Oat milk, almond milk, that's soup.
That's what I was about to say.
But it's fine. I don't hate you if you like those.
I think that's a really fun one. I've never heard that one before. Streaming services are killing movie theaters, and we're okay with that.
I agree with all that, except for we're okay with that. I don't know if I fully agree with it, because we have streaming services, but we pretty much use it instead of TV. Streaming services are killing cable.
Yeah.
Streaming services are killing DVDs.
Yeah, streaming services.
They have killed DVDs.
I think
they're pretty much dead.
I wonder how long cable will last.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that the other day.
Like pay-per-view, and there's some other things that help it hold on, and the fact that cable companies own most of the streaming services.
Yep.
So like, or they'll have their own or something like that. So Paramount or whatever.
Did you see Paramount? I mean, you just mentioned this
with the UFC.
Yeah, they bought the UFC contract for the next 10 years or whatever.
Yep.
So pay-per-view is losing all of that, which I thought was crazy, because that is a perfect example of like Paramount no longer. It's a channel, but it's a streaming service.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Well, it's the same way that like Disney Plus, it's a movie release place. Disney is. Also, ABC is owned by Disney. It's the Disney channel, and Disney Channel's the Disney Channel.
Yeah.
But they just kind of put all of it in one
and all
place.
that too, which is wild.
Yeah.
Here's the thing I've found myself, and I know I'm in a different stage of life currently than you. There was this dry zone of about 10 years where my wife and I couldn't go to the movie theaters.
Yep.
And half of it was in the middle of a pandemic. So, that's part of it too. But now that we're back able to, one of the things, like, we are much more picky about when we go. And then also, if it's really something I want to see, the IMAX is like what I want. I don't want just a regular theater. I want like something that feels grander, bigger.
So that's, I think, what's changed is that movie theaters had to change, because now it's not about seeing the movie. It's about the experience of seeing the movie.
Yep.
And so all the theaters I know of that I've gone to regularly in the past 7 years have changed from theater seating to recliner seating. So we're big Alamo Draft House fans.
Absolutely.
But also back when we were in Rolla, our local 5 theater, 5 showing room, whatever, changed to all recliners. And then the one 30 minutes away changed to all recliners. And it's because it's about the experience. If I'm going to pay $15 to see one thing one time, when I already pay $15 to see anything anytime, it better be comfy, there better be food, there better whatever.
Yep.
So It's turned in dinner and a movie has become what movies used to be.
Oh, and the Alamo is amazing for that.
Yep.
I mean, if you haven't had an Alamo experience, it's not foreign anymore, but it used to feel so foreign. I mean, it legitimately was like, how is this going to work? Like, I felt like the old timer walking in, like, you can just put pictures up on the screen and they move, you're going to bring me food while I do this.
I feel like
wild.
if there's anybody out there who has dreams of or is currently a chiropractor, you should open up right next to any Alamo Draft House.
Yeah.
Because they're always, the servers, the people taking orders are always like
hunched over
at a 90-degree angle, full sprint to bring you your food in the pitch black. You would make a killing.
I agree.
Over there.
All right, next one. Good job, by the way. I think you're doing great.
I've got only right answers so far.
How about this one? I think naps should be more socially acceptable for adults.
Yes. Now, the big issue is when they could take naps.
Mm-hmm.
I wish naps were more socially acceptable so that adults could take them Spain style, take a siesta in the middle of the day.
Yep.
Because trying to take a nap when the sun is going down
is
dangerous.
Terrifying. It's dangerous. It's dangerous.
That's day wrecking.
Yep.
But if it was just cool that we all took an hour nap from like 1 to 2.
1 to 2. That's
right
exactly
lunch.
what I was thinking.
Yes. So that's my contention. Only that. I'm here for naps if like doctors or nurses, medical staff work a long shift.
Yep.
If somebody's sick and getting over it and they just need to like extra sleep to like recharge and recover and whatever. And there are probably other cases out there that are great. Emergency situations where you had to take a family member to the hospital and stay up extra long. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Then you take a nap.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I don't think it should be socially acceptable within our current situation.
Yeah.
We need to open up that early afternoon window for nap taking.
I think it should have an option for it, but it shouldn't be like mandatory that everybody has to do it. I think the social acceptance of it is just like, I think especially just in our culture, we don't like to admit like maybe we're tired and we need rest. It's kind of like, we'll power through.
Yeah, I'll sleep when I'm dead.
Drink more coffee, type moments as you pour yourself a cup. So I just think the socially accepted part is the thing that I like the most about it, because I do think just like if you went to if you worked anywhere that like respected you and you felt like you were being productive and you were a helpful employee and you could have the opportunity to be like, hey, I'm just going to go lay down for 30 minutes. And like your team or your people or the, whatever didn't like, as long as it's not like a situation where you're leaving your team hanging,
What I'm suggesting is if you get an hour lunch break or whatever, 30-minute lunch break, double it for a nap.
Yep.
Let that be the acceptable thing. It doesn't mean you work less hours in the day. It just means your lunch break pushes your last half of the day an hour later, half hour later,
and there's
whatever.
Great research that shows like it's really healthy for you if you need it. It's also healthy for production. Like people are more productive when they're out more rested. So it's like, if you need it, take it.
If smokers can have smoke breaks, the rest of us should get nap breaks.
That's literally what I was thinking.
And I'm saying the rest of us because I feel like the majority of smokers would have a hard time taking a nap and not smoking. Mm-hmm. Like choosing nap over smoke and then being okay the rest of the day. We're starting a new season of Survivor, and one of the guys on there, it's like season 13 or something like that. He's like, I quit smoking cold turkey this morning. As they maroon him out there. And then the rest of the teams, the rest of the tribes, like, just jiving. And he's like, I can't take it anymore. It's hitting him so hard. That's the thing I'm seeing in my head when I'm saying you should keep your smoke break and not take a nap break unless you really need it.
You're gonna lose your mind.
You're gonna be cranky afterwards.
All right. Well, this is what I don't agree with, but I want to throw it out there just because I think it's worth a debate. Because I want to see where you're at. Air fryers are overrated.
Disagree while simultaneously agreeing. Air fryers are overrated because they're just convection ovens. Mm-hmm. They're underrated because they're convection ovens. If you don't have a convection oven,
they're amazing.
Get it? The whole French fry debate could be solved with an air fryer.
I know.
They're all good when you have an air fryer. They're all bad when you don't.
So,
unless you use a broiler. And
John and I just had this experience. We went and played the actually number one rated course by fans, voted by fans, disc golf course in the country. down in Arkansas, and we were smart, and we were like, we're gonna save some money. We like brought a pizza from Walmart that we were gonna cook, and got some deli meat, and then we're just like, and then we got there, and we realized the pizza was too big for their oven, and so it was like a camper oven, and they had an air fryer, and so I'm telling you. We cooked that thing one piece at a time. So we would just cut a piece out of and then put a bunch of cheese on, extra cheese on it with these cut pepperonis. Yeah. Made it one slice at a time, hot, crispy, whole, underrated. You couldn't have done it any other way.
Yeah.
It would have been terrible.
That's exactly why I'm saying it's underrated. Is that convection is heat through air transfer rather than induction, which is heat through touching a hot surface, a hot solid surface, I'm assuming. And so like when I roast coffee for my business, it's kind of an oven in that it has the heating element.
It's like a rotisserie though, right?
Kinda. So it's a drum roaster. And so you have drum speed, temperature, and fan speed. And the fan speed will knock down the temperature, but it also makes it more convection than before, where hot air is moving around quicker. And so the hot air is the thing cooking the bean more than touching the metal drum that's getting tossed. So it's kind of like a dryer in the drum tossing kind of thing. Yeah. It's kind of like an oven, and it's kind of like a convection oven. But yeah, that's the thing that makes things crispy. That's why Sharon and I haven't had a microwave since we moved into this house in June or July of 24.
Yes.
24. There we go. So anytime we've heated up pizza or heated up old stuff, it's either I'm going to kind of steam it on the stove. Like here's a chicken breast or whatever, part of something like that. And I'll just heat it up and then throw some water in it when I start to hear any sizzling.
And cover it.
Or if it's pizza, just sear the bottom of it. Then we have the crispy crust, but you're not like sogging up everything. And
so like, never reheat pizza in the microwave. That's
why the convection oven and therefore the air fryer.
That's another hot take. Do not do that. If you do that, what's wrong?
I just think air fryer is a stupid name.
It is. It's
describing what's happening in convection. I get why,
but it feels like it's like mansplaining something. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, it's frying with air. And you're like, kind of.
Air crisper would be way better. But fry sounds like, oh, this is getting doused in oil.
Yeah, exactly.
If you do that, okay, tip for your air fryer, it probably looks like a thing with the thing on the top and then the basket on the bottom. Don't put a liner in it.
Yeah.
That stops airflow. It's just an oven then. It's going to get soggier than it would have without it. I know it's nicer because like less cleanup and whatever, but it's not an air fryer anymore if you put the liner in it. It needs to breathe.
We got lots of hot takes with air fryers right now. That's another hot take.
That's
right
the
here.
hot take. It's not a hot take. It's science. It's knowledge.
How about this one? Root beer is the most overrated soda.
Disagree.
Okay.
I would say this is my personal opinion.
Hey, it's a hot take.
I would say colas are the most overrated soda.
Really?
Yeah.
Coke?
I've never liked Coke or Pepsi.
Oh, there is a hot take there.
There's armies of Diet Coke moms out there.
DC from McDonald's is crispy.
Yeah. I just don't like it.
Wow. How have I known you this long and not known this?
It's not better than root beer, orange soda, whatever. The kids sodas, sure. But it's not better than Dr. Pepper?
No.
You can't tell me that.
Dr. Pepper is, listen, there's the three in my mind that reign supreme, and it is Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, and Coca-Cola. Like if you just...
You can think that.
Now, and here's the other thing, though. Not all root beers are created equal.
Absolutely.
Because mug root beer, I don't know who drinks mug root beer, but they again, need to go be with the people that are reheating their pizza in the microwave.
I'll drink mug when it's offered to me. I'll be like at a party. I'm like, oh, interesting. Or like, oh, how hysterical. Mug root beer. But like A&W is good.
Oh, A&W with a chunk of ice cream is delicious.
The older I've gotten, the more I've liked Barks, which feels like a growing taste for black coffee or something. It's like
I had
finally a man. Time to drink Barks.
Yeah. Well, what's funny is like I had a connection to Barks because it was what I would get when I ordered Chipotle.
Okay.
And it was because of the way that it knocked down the spice because it had like that really distinct flavor. Bart's has Bite, if you're old enough to remember that. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, that was their promo forever ago. Bart's has Bite. But dude, Dad's root beer. I grew up on Dad's root beer. I don't know if you've ever even had
like
that.
Dad's.
It's okay.
I like IBC a lot. Honestly,
IBC, dude.
I love going into like a soda store.
IBC does
and
hit.
root beer is the only thing I look for. And I'll just find a random root beer.
The old
like,
ice bottles of IBC.
Yeah.
Oh,
sell them at Walmart.
Those are so good. I forgot about those.
There was a restaurant in St. Louis. It's like a poor man's Arby's. It's called Lion's Choice.
Okay.
And they had IBC in the soda fountain.
What?
I know.
Did you ever go to an A&W where they had the like fountain of it? Oh,
that was great,
dude. That was like I remember as a child. I'm like, what?
By
like
my
icy
home church,
things?
they had a A&W and a Long John Silver's in the same building. Mm-hmm. So I'd go there and just be the worst person of all time.
Oh gosh!
I'd go to an A&W to order chicken from Long John Silver's, doing nothing that any of them want me to do.
Yep.
But I really liked it. So I'd go there and I'd get the A&W root beer, the chicken from Long John Silver's, and the fries, and it was great.
Dude, I think
I'm here for root beer. Root beer.
It's so crazy you don't
good,
like cola,
but it should be a like party drink.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't keep this in the house. But I'll drink it out somewhere.
We in high school were total dorks. They had 40s of IBC.
Yeah.
And we totally did that. Like we would go and grab those and then like, come home and my mom would be like, what are you doing? We're like, it's root beer. It's just root beer.
Root beer, Mom. Yeah.
All right.
I'm just not a huge cola fan.
No, I did.
What are they giving to me that I'm not getting better somewhere else?
I totally understand. I just grew up with crispy Coca-Colas. I mean, dude.
What you're describing as a benefit of Coca-Cola, crispy, is carbonation that all sodas have.
I know, but it's not. It doesn't hit the same in any other sodas. I'm telling you, I'm not. So this is gonna be wild. I'm not a huge Dr. Pepper fan until I started drinking Diet Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
I think Diet Dr. Pepper is one of the best diets on the market. I still think Coke Zero has them beat, but I like.
Yeah. Any Zero is going to beat almost any diet.
Which
have you tried Dr. Pepper Zero?
I have. Again, I'm more of a fan of Coke Zero because I like Coke better than Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
But it just thinks the Mountain Dew isn't the same way because Diet Mountain Dew or Zero, it's terrible. It's just,
did you see that Mountain Dew's coming out maybe through Taco Bell or whatever? Mountain Dew Baja Blast Midnight or something like that. It sounds like, what was it, Pitch Black that they used to have?
Yeah.
It's purpley. I'm excited. That was my drink for all 8 months. It was out 20 years ago.
I remember that. All right, last one. Kind of a silly one, but I kind of like the idea of the discussion. Jeans are a very uncomfortable piece of clothing, and we shouldn't like them as much as we do.
I don't agree because of how wide the category of jeans has become.
I was going to say, I have caveats to this because I agree. Old school Levi's that I grew up with, real thick and like
made out of denim only.
Yes. I hated those.
I could see having that take about that, and there'd be a lot of merit behind that.
But the new flexi fabrics that look like denim.
It's like, hey, these are jeans. 80% spandex, and I'm like, okay,
they're really yoga pants for men. Like that's really what they are.
They're like a step before jeggings. I'm like, I'm here for those,
dude. Those are comfortable. That's what I was going to say.
Those are very comfortable.
That needs to be clarified.
But don't wear them to tend the cattle. Like they're gonna rip to shreds.
Thin as all. I mean, but that's the best part about it. Is they're so light, and they still have like the look you're looking for. But I agree when I lost all the weight a few years ago and had switched jeans. I remember I had pairs of jeans that I had had for like a decade that were like the old denim that like I was like, and then Katrina brought home these ones. And I remember picking up the like new style, like, and I was like, what are these? You know, like, these are jeans. These are sweatpants.
Yeah.
Like parading around like they're jeans. And I was like, these are awesome.
That's how I feel about comfortability. If you're widening out the category of jeans to not just be denim, but to be the stuff that's called jeans today, no, they're comfy. They're great. They can be. They aren't necessarily, but
Well, this has been fun. I think what's always fun about doing these hot takes is they're normally during some of the hot days of summer, and we just wanted something silly and fun, maybe to get in a debate with somebody that's listening to, or bringing up with somebody in your family, or having little discussions. If there's something we missed that you're like, you guys I want to know your opinion, or if you think we are off the rails with some of our opinions, you need to let us know. Always hit the subscribe or like button.
Here's my hot take, though.
Uh-oh.
I think the Kingsway podcast is the best Kingsway podcast there is.
I do.
Because there are some other ones.
There are.
We're looking at you, Kingsway United Methodist Church in Springfield or whatever. Eat our shorts.
Well,
the best. No.
I was good. I know that we got some new listeners, so Ben, I appreciate you for letting us know that you're watching and listening.
Also, Kyle, this is for you. We're drinking the Equip coffee that you bought us. That's what we've been drinking all episode.
That's awesome.
Not my coffee.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe
one of these
soon.
days. I'll have enough roasted that I don't just sell it all immediately.
Well, I hope we gave you a laugh, and I hope you had a good time listening. And as always, just learn how to love and love learning. So
how to learn.
Yep. We'll see you guys later. Have a great and glorious day, Lord. Bye.
See ya.